guys, it is now Tuesday, July 11th, and this week is starting out with a bunch of disappointment, at least for me personally. The good news is my husband had both last Sunday and yesterday, Monday, off. So we were able to do our grocery shopping yesterday. However, we forgot a couple of things. I've still got a whole bunch of things I want to get with a birthday gift that I received from a friend. But as it's cash and my bank account is at a bank that's in the eastern part of the state, the only thing I can do is get stuff in person, and it's been so hot with our broken AC, I don't know when it's going to happen. So I might try and pick up a couple things at the dollar store, but no promises. It was in the 70s when I woke up at 6 a.m. Lord knows what it is now at 8:03. So, and obviously, my efforts at losing weight are falling flat on their face. The lowest I was able to get was 162, but of course, the minute I start documenting it, I start stress eating again, and now I'm back up to 170. Granted, I have already eaten and drunk something, but even so, it's insanely frustrating. And as I said, I think it's mainly stress eating. Plus, I mean, the fact I ate an entire birthday cake by myself didn't exactly help. So, the subject for yesterday was supposed to be arts and crafts, working on a long and delayed growth chart for my son, Star Wars themed, but the last time I managed to work on that was before he even turned a year old. I wanted to have it done by the time he was a year old, didn't happen. 18 months, didn't happen. Now he's coming up on 2, and all I've managed to do is lay out the poster board and mark off the inches in marker. I have not managed to draw any of the characters that he's supposed to be matching heights with, and the way he is right now, I'm definitely afraid he's going to destroy it by ripping it in pieces, because he's lately, my son's been ripping things. My toddler is getting very destructive, and it's frustrating. So obviously that's not going to happen. And on top of that, I haven't even started editing last week's footage, which is doubly frustrating. So just take that off the vlog schedule. Today's subject is supposed to be workouts and weight loss. Obviously, I haven't lost anything. As a matter of fact, I've been gaining weight. At my lowest point, like I said, it was 162. Now I'm back up to 170. And that's infuriating. But I haven't exactly been keeping track of my calories, and my caloric deficit is non-existent. I'm going over regularly. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I need to work out more, but it is predicted to be in the triple digits this week. Triple digits. No! In case you couldn't tell, I despise summer, because we basically get trapped in the apartment with the AC running all the time, and our power bills skyrocket, so that's not fun at all. At any rate, I'm going to try and show you how foolhardy it is for me to even attempt. What you got, bud? You get that? Thank you. To even attempt working out with a hyper toddler and a clingy dog in the apartment. People are like, oh, just do yoga, you don't need a lot of space. Space ain't the problem. Not getting run over or whined at or licked in the face is the problem. If I can manage to get last week's footage edited before lunchtime, then I will show you my attempt at doing yoga, which I'm extremely rusty at. So yeah, this week's not starting out very nice. Yeah, well, so much for that idea. I guess this proves my point of not being able to get much of anything done when there's a toddler around. He was napping. I was just finishing up the thumbnail for last week's vlog, and the landscapers decide to show up in the heat of the day and run their noisy machines, waking him up after about 45 to 55 minutes. I was that close to having something I could unwind with, and I know this is no excuse. I really want to be a good mommy, but when I never have a break until my husband and I are going to bed, that just you know how you shake a bottle of soda and the pressure builds up, and then when you open it, it's all... That's what I feel like right now. So, working out, yeah, what's a workout? And not to mention my son had a blowout during lunch so bad that I had to throw his high chair cover into the washing machine. Speaking of which, I need to run that again. So, that's how my day's been going. I've managed to edit last week's vlog and make a thumbnail for it and sew a button back on my shorts. That's the extent of what I've gotten accomplished today. I wanted to go to the dollar store, but it got hot too fast. Wanted to clean the balcony. I can't do that with my son running amok. I was gonna do self-care, haha. I didn't do it yesterday either until bedtime when I got a massage. Thank the Lord for that. I was gonna give Lola a sponge bath and sort the chicken into different areas. The dishwasher hasn't even been emptied since yesterday, so I'm going crazy. Anyway, in case you couldn't tell, I need to de-stress in the worst possible way. I'm surrounded by it. I know, toddlers are a stress factory, and this is what you wanted, guys. This is what you wanted, lady. You wanted kids. This is what it's like. Yeah, well, I thought I'd have a break when he naps, but guess what? My son is anti-nap, and he has been for probably half his life at this point. Anyway, I don't know what this week's vlog's gonna... the main theme of this one's gonna be, but now he's requesting to talk to his grandma over the phone, because he loves running off with my phone and sending gibberish messages and spamming everybody in my contacts list and hanging on my arm trying to get my phone. So, my son is addicted to technology at the tender age of 21 and a half months. I'm sure you guys can relate, right? I tried giving him my tablet so he could fool around on that, my old one that basically doesn't do anything, but he's like, no, this one's boring, I can't really do anything on this, so yeah. Anyway, I need to actually upload the video, schedule it for tonight. I don't remember what we're having for dinner tonight. I think it's tacos, but guess who forgot to pick up anything for taco shells? Yours truly. I'm beyond done. It's not even 3 o'clock. I hope sometime during the week I can call in some backup because I'm losing it. I'm really losing it. Hey guys, welcome back. It is now Thursday, July 13th, and if you're wondering why I haven't really been recording much video this week, well, that's why. The Terrible Twos are in full swing, even though he has a few months to go before he actually hits 2. He's been very oh, you okay? He's been very clingy, whiny, and dramatic, as you can see. He's basically just being a toddler, and he's hyper attached to my phone, which he likes changing the settings on. I'm trying not to have the phone around him, but that's really hard to do. So, yeah. This is why I can't really vlog that much. So for a breakdown, Monday, obviously, I wasn't able to vlog at all. Tuesday, I barely recorded anything. But I was able to get last week's vlog edited. Yesterday, Wednesday, I was out of ideas, and today I'm still dealing with a Benadryl hangover because I'm still being eaten alive by bugs of an unknown type. So far my husband and I have killed 2 creatures. He killed something with wings in the bathroom a few days ago, and I killed a spider in my son's room the other day, and even after that more bites keep popping up. I have 8, hi, careful, at the moment that are itching like mad. And Benadryl was the only thing that helped me sleep, because I woke up at 12:30 last night itching horribly, and I took Benadryl, and I've been sort of hungover ever since, no matter how much caffeine I drink. So Yeah, that's the reason I have not really been coming to you on a very regular basis, because I'm out of it and my son is driving me to distraction. I love him. I adore this little guy, but you can't really expect someone to work when all their energy is taken up trying to keep their child safe. Excuse you. Get off. Get off. Thank you. You don't want to climb on there. You don't want to fall off. Hi, Kanan. And he still needs a haircut. My husband's working crazy hours. We're under an excessive heat watch for the weekend. We're supposed to reach 104. Ah! Ah! It's Mommy's camera. Camera. And he's using sentences and drinking out of an open cup, so yay, Kanan. But, yeah. This is the reason I haven't been coming to you. Because any ideas I have are interfered with by my crazy little boy. Isn't that right, mister? Morning. It is Friday, July 14th, and normally I'd be going, oh, thank goodness it's Friday, but A, my husband has to work again tomorrow, most likely, and B, he woke up sick again. For those of you who've been following us for a while, you know he's got ongoing digestive issues thanks to a stress-activated ulcer, so he was feeling good enough to at least attempt to go to work. No guarantees on how long he's going to stay there. He has been working pretty insane hours tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be nuts. He's scheduled to work 11 and a half hours. So, yeah. My original plan today was going to be taking Kanan to a splash pad, as today's going to be the coolest day for the foreseeable future. After this, we've got a high heat warning, triple digits, or high 90s for the foreseeable future starting tomorrow. It's supposed to be 103 tomorrow and 104 on Sunday. Yes, excessive heat warning, no kidding. I want to tell everybody who's vacationed here from a warmer state, go home and take your heat with you. I know that's not how it works, but yeah, we're going through a horrific July heat wave. But obviously with my husband feeling under the weather, my son and I leaving for the day probably would not be the best idea. It's supposed to be a high of 93, which, you know, it's still not ideal for going out with a toddler. I don't know, I might drop by the dollar store again and then take him to the park, but I don't know. I'm still getting eaten alive by bugs. I've got no less than 8 badly itching bites. Let's see, 2 on each hand, 1 on my left forearm, 1 on my right shoulder, and 1 in a place I'm not going to show you. But let's just say it's under my shirt and it itches like berserk. So, yeah. That's what's going on. I've still got some stuff to do. I woke up this morning with a crazy fan fiction idea regarding Lord of the Rings, which is no surprise since I'm reading through it again. But I don't know if I'm going to be writing or, you know, going to the dollar store again, or just, you know, hopping on a train and returning library books that are insanely overdue. Probably not, given what happened at the train station the last time my son and I went. Yeah. Let's just say I don't want him around people that are cussing a blue streak, because I'm old-fashioned and I don't want my toddler swearing like a sailor. So today's kind of up in the air. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. It might depend on how my husband feels by his lunch break, but I know by then it's going to be hot. So I will see how things go by about 10 o'clock. If I don't hear from him by about 10 o'clock, which is when the dollar store opens, then I'll go ahead, take my son to the dollar store, pick up some snacks, and then we'll probably maybe I'll see how he does at the park after we're both slathered in sunscreen. But right now, I need to take my phone away from him because he's goofing off with it. Oh yes, and have I mentioned, we've got another inspection today, so maybe bugging out would be a bad idea. This time it's the investors showing up for, it's a randomized inspection, so not every unit is going to be inspected. Interestingly enough, there's somebody moving out right now. So I'm tempted to hang a sign on the door that says, "Warning, residents of this unit have recently been sick. Enter at your own risk." Of course, they'll think, that's interesting timing, but it wouldn't exactly be untrue, because my husband was, once again, puking his guts out this morning. Yuck. Anyway, I'm gonna see what I can do to clean up at least the dishes and probably the balcony, which are the two most pressing things. So we'll see how it goes. If I don't see you later, sorry, but that's just how this week has gone. Ugh. And here, of course, is our son running what my husband calls the apartment 500. Whoa! That, please, Kanan, can you sit down, please? Thank you. Hi. Hi. You like that chair, huh? You gonna scooch off? Careful. Careful. Scoot, 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 scoot. Scoot, 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 scoot. Little impish grin. There you go. Where you going, baby? Kanan, please get away from the oven. Come on. Come on, buddy. Whee! Oh my god. Be careful. Be careful, sweetie. You sit on your bottom, please. Kanan, do not stand up in the chair. Please sit on your bottom. Thank you. Good boy. Gonna scooch off again and then run away? The grin on his face as he's making the chair go back and forth. He's so funny. Ooh, good catch, bud. Apparently he's lost interest in running toward the door. Kanan! Kanan! Kanan. Where'd you go? There he is. Now mommy's in the chair. Now mommy's in the chair. Where you going? Down. Down. You are down. Wait, you want to go back in your room?
You see, it's a pig. Yeah, it's a piggy. It's a goat. Horse. Jake. Yeah, we get a close look at those animals, huh? It's a duck. And ducklings. Those are baby ducks. Yeah. What are we gonna look at next? That's a cup. That's a fork and spoon.
Hey, it is now Saturday, July 15th. My husband did end up coming home after only a couple of hours yesterday because he kept throwing up. And my son's currently whining for my phone, which he's not going to get because he's gotten very destructive lately, and I don't know how much more of that I can handle. He has destroyed or enabled the dog to destroy about a dozen books now. I've had to throw them out because I can't keep repairing them. I've gone through several rolls of tape already trying to do that, but he just keeps breaking them. Even the board books. He doesn't have any books with pages he can turn, like paper pages that he can rip. What he does with the spine is he will take it in the middle and then turn it inside out and crack the spine wide open. Multiple times, and anything that has something he can rip, he will rip. He's lost about a dozen books in the last couple of months because of this. And it's either that or he throws them over the fence, the baby gate. Lola's not getting enough exercise, so she's bored, so she sees something fall over the fence, she's like, oh, chew toy. So I finally decided I couldn't take it anymore and boxed up all of his board books, and he's not allowed to have them without supervision anymore until he learns how to take care of them. And also no more library books, all of which are probably 2 weeks overdue at this point because we can't get there. I'm very overwhelmed right now. My husband went to work even though he didn't have any sleep. I spent half the morning worrying he was going to get into an accident because of it. I'm very overwhelmed. My heart's broken that my child is so destructive. My brain is full of ideas that I can't write down. And I can't give adequate attention to my dog, so she's a little bit of a problem too. So I don't know what to do. It's just been a really rough week. I don't know when we can go shopping either because of the heat wave, and my husband doesn't know what days he has off next week. And when he does, the car's due for an oil change and getting the AC fixed because we can't survive another summer without AC in the car because we're boiling in there. Plus the windows on one side don't work. So, it's just really rough right now. And I'm sorry I couldn't give you a better vlog. It's just, things are very overwhelming and I don't know how to work around it. So, if I don't come back later, then I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, I'm forever hopeful that next week will be better. But there's no promises. There's never any promises about tomorrow. So, see you guys later.